Hey, welcome everyone. We're back. Happy New Year 2026. Man, feels good. Been off for a couple of weeks. I was just saying to Steve, I think earlier, it's like I can't remember the last time we didn't do this call 2 weeks in a row. I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah.
We've taken a week off here and there, but this year the stars lined up and it was just like meant to be. So but we're back. We're refreshed. I think it's going to be hard to contain us now, because like all of the all of the energy, and so I'll do my best, man, to keep everybody corralled here, but I'm not promising anything. But yeah, man, I hope that you're doing well. I'm doing great, and I'm just curious what you guys have going on. Do you have any goals that you're setting for 2026? Do you do anything? Do you make like a vision board or something? At the end of the year.
Yeah, get to 1927 or 2027.
Yeah, 27. 1927 actually sounds
Yeah, yeah,
pretty good.
2027.
When you put it like that, I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I could go for that. I think we could slow down a little bit. But yeah, anybody? What do you got? Any goals? Any big plans?
We got some goals, I guess. I'll speak up.
Good. All
So,
right.
so I
How you
mean,
doing,
yeah,
Daniel?
good. How you guys doing?
Happy New
Happy New
Year,
Year. Happy
man.
New Year's. Yeah. So we took the last 2 weeks. I took the last 2 weeks off. The shop was open for probably about 2 days during Christmas week, and then 2.5 days on New Year's week. And I took the last 2 weeks off. Yeah, set some goals. We got some. Last year I had a goal of hiring a sales rep to try and, kind of just help supplement some of my sales and pass them off. But so this year we didn't get one. We hired two people. It didn't work out. This year the goal is to hire minimum one, maybe two sales reps. 30% growth is the goal. Last year we hit 18, so we'll shoot for 30. I don't know what the hell is normal, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I mean, as small as some people are, you could easily sit there if you really did it right. You could probably double it if you wanted to pretty quickly. But I don't know, just a modest goal, reasonable goal based on last year's, I guess. Um, so we got a goal of 30% growth. It's about like I think that puts us from 2.1 to 2.7 roughly. So we got to figure out how to find $600,000 more in sales. A sales rep, and we decided at the beginning or at the end of the year, I convinced my dad to pump some money into the website and do some SEO stuff. Just we've never done it before, just to help make sure we're landing in people's phones and when they're searching for stuff in places because we don't really we don't really try to drive much traffic on the internet. It's just word of mouth. It's always been word of mouth. So going to pull on some levers. Hopefully, hire a sales rep or two and see if we can hit some numbers, and then work on our margins. We already started that last year at the end of the year. We were able to save about 30% on shower door hardware ordering in bulk from FHC versus ordering from CRL. We were able to save this pretty significant difference.
Wow.
So that'll help lower our margins a little bit on the product, and we'll still use our regular pricing. Obviously, like definitely don't want to. We're not going to just we're we're going to use
The
that
idea
to
is to
help.
make more money,
Yeah,
right?
the idea is to make some more money, so we can pull some more levers and pay for other things. That's our goal. Maybe find if we can actually drive some more revenue, we might have to bring on a helper, stick another helper in one of the trucks, and so those are the goals. Oh, I have another goal for my dad because we're working on transitioning from him to me as far as buyout and stuff like that. And I got to do a little practice. He's never really taken time off, so one of my goals for him is to make sure he's taking a week off each quarter this year. So usually he doesn't take off like 1, 2 weeks maybe in Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
So one of the goals is for him to be gone, practice being gone
Yeah.
this year, and then we're going to slowly ramp that up a little bit so we figure out where the kinks are when he's gone, if there are any, and fix those. And
Nice.
those are the goals for us here. So, and then keep what we got, keep what we got happy too at the same time. So I don't want to forget about those people.
Absolutely, man.
So I got a question for you. When you buy in bulk,
hmm
so what finishes do you buy? Do you buy different hinges or
Yeah, we stocked. So what we stocked up on is the basics, essentially. What we consider our basics. We picked our top four. We picked our top four finishes that we were using last year, and it was brushed for us. It was brushed bronze, black, chrome, and brushed nickel. So we stocked up on those. We'll stock up on hinges, clamps, handles, and sleeve overs. We stocked up on some sleeve overs because they were for some reason being difficult, but kind of the basics there. So we can complete a door and panel in a 90 degree.
it's just your basic hinges you get?
Yeah, just our basic hinges that we use because we do a lot of new construction, so they don't really care what we use as far as square, round, or whatever.
Yeah,
So we
Makes
just
sense.
stock up on that.
yeah.
So I
Because
think we
ours,
stock.
mine, it's all different. I mean,
hmm Yeah, ours is usually all different. I mean, ours can be different, but generally speaking, we use a lot of that. So I think trying to remember what the numbers were, but I think on the hinges we were using like I think like 150 of like the chrome and brushed nickel. Our highest finish that we used was brushed bronze. So we used I can't remember how many hinges we used, but just the basic ones, just the Viennas. But I want to say it was around like 300 or something like that. So we stocked up on what we think will be a couple months worth, and then we'll probably do a bigger order
Nice.
later on this year from another company that will save a little bit more. So, but it won't be from any of the ones we're used to.
Just getting kind of the feel of having
Spending
that
some spending
inventory.
some money and having it there. Yeah, we've done it
Yeah.
once before when COVID hit. We dumped. I think my dad dumped around like 5 grand or so into some hardware because it was hard to get during COVID when it was. And then we convinced he got him to do it again now. So and then we got some pricing set up for a larger order to place that would be about 6 months worth of hardware that will probably, we'll work through this and then we'll commit to that and do it. So, because it'll just add a little bit more to the margin for us, take some off of our cost of goods. So,
Now you were saying you ordered like Vienna, like the Vienna series. I think it's a different.
mhm.
FHC has a different name for it. So that's the more heavy
Yeah.
duty hinge. Do you just default to
Yeah.
the
We
heavier
defaulted
duty
to
hinge?
that.
So
yeah.
I always did that same thing. I mean, rather than going with the Genevas, I just went straight to the Viennas. Unless
Yeah.
there's like a really small door, then it looks stupid if you've got like a 24-inch door or something. Or
Yeah.
but you almost have to do a smaller hardware. But even like for a standard size door, I would just go for the heavy duty hinges.
Yeah, we thought it would help a while back. I convinced him to change from using the Pinnacles and stuff like that and the Genevas to the oversized one just to kind of get the to get further above the weight limit of what the hinges say they could hold.
Mhm.
Because we're having a whole lot of service, the slippage issues, and I thought maybe it would help us, and it may have a little bit, but then it just became the normal for us because
Mhm.
all our doors are like 28 by 84, if not bigger than that sometimes. So
Right.
we want to we wanted to be further over the limit, and it wasn't that much more expensive for those hinges than the pinnacles and stuff. So
Right, and you're just getting the markup on it anyway. It's like some
hmm
people in the industry would be like, oh, well, they always try to use the less expensive hardware or whatever. But I look at it like if you're going to a restaurant, they want to sell you a lot of food because you're tipping based on like the total, right? So it's like
hmm
why not sell as much hardware as you can, sell as much hardware and glass as you can. Get the because then your margin goes up, right?
hmm
I mean, you're not you're not ripping anybody off or anything. You're just selling them like the best stuff.
Yeah, we're so, I mean, we can when they ask why it's slipping, we can be confident that it's not because the door's too heavy for the hinges, you know.
Yeah. Like
So
I did one the other
we got
day. I did one the other day, and the Colonial 044 would have it would work, but it was just at the limit. So I went up to the 037 and you know take the weight, so I don't have to go back.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever gone back to some job that somebody else did,
Oh yeah,
and like they use the wrong hinge, right? And it's like, oh yeah, my door is not working right, and you go, well, yeah, these hinges aren't going to work with this door. I mean, I can replace the hinges, the same hinges, but you're just going to have the same problem again. Really, you need to replace the glass and the hinges because the last guy like didn't do right by you.
I went to a house the other day to do some window work, and I poked around at the shower doors, and here's a 32-inch wide door, 84 inches tall, with a pinnacle hinge on it.
Hmm. Yeah,
It's been there, but one of these days it's going to fail.
exactly.
I'm interested to see how the SEO stuff will work out because we've never been one to really spend money on something like that. So we'll see. It's one of my friends who does it, and I figured if I'm going to give somebody some money, I might as well give it to somebody who I like and I know. So, and it's what he does professionally. He's maybe in his 50s or something. Somebody I met a long time ago. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll work. We've already gotten some calls. We're assuming it's from it because it's for weird shit that we don't, it's for right now. It's like piddly stuff, like pulling a mirror off and reinstalling or reinstalling, pulling out a shower door and reinstalling it kind of thing from homeowners, just red homeowners that are calling in for stuff. So I assume it'll be a lot more of that kind of stuff, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll lead to some actual shower doors and fun mirror work, I guess.
Do you track your leads as they come in?
No, we're not good at that shit yet. We're
Get good at it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah,
you have to know where you're spending your money on, right?
Yeah, so that's one thing we're gonna try. Yeah, so we're working on it.
Yeah.
It's a thought. It's definitely a thought and something we're thinking about and trying to. We just got to figure out how we want to and see if we can actually get people to ask how they found us and stuff like that.
Yep.
So we'll see.
well, there are ways to
Well,
automate that. You know, Rob can tell you all about it, but
I know there's
you
tons
know,
of that
it's like
shit, but
just when they click on, that link to call you or whatever, you can have it built right in to where your analytics
mhm.
tell you exactly where they came from. Or just by, you can have like a whole bunch of phone numbers. It's like really cheap. You can have like a dozen phone numbers. You can have
Yeah.
a different phone number for every source, so you can just tell by what number they're calling you on how they found you. It's pretty simple.
Hmm.
But I'll tell you what, I mean, if you've never done SEO on your website and this guy does a decent job on your
Yeah.
SEO, you're going to see an amazing difference.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I have faith that I
yeah.
have faith that he's not one that bugs us to do it. He's a friend of mine, but he's not bugging me to do it. He's just like, we can do it when you're ready. So, but
No,
it's,
dude, it makes a huge difference for just
yeah,
your organic listings and makes you show up. If they do it right,
hmm,
you'll really see a difference.
yeah. He said
Oh,
we should, especially we've been at the website. We've had the domain for like 20 years now or more. So we've had the domain for a long time, and the website's been there for a long time. So it's just a matter of them doing their thing and creating all these other pages and landing pages or whatever the hell it is they're doing. So I mean, I have an idea though. They tell me weekly what they're doing, but we'll
yeah,
see.
all Greek to me.
What are you guys all talking about? I came in
We're
late.
talking about
Oh, Adrian,
goals.
where have you
Oh,
been?
What are your goals, Adrian? Yeah, where you been?
oh man, I guess I don't know. I've been
On vacation?
spying. Yeah,
Good. You should be on vacation.
I hired an installer, so now I'm sitting in the office doing work. I get done faster now.
All
I get
right.
to actually go home at 5 and have dinner with my family.
Wow, imagine that.
Yeah.
How does your family feel about that?
Um, well, they're happy about it.
Mixed
It's
reviews?
a
No.
lot better. It's nice. It's nice to be home. You know, you go home, relax, take off your shoes, and get ready for the next day. You're more fresh. You're a lot less weight. You're not like having to do all the measuring and selling and the installs. No, you got somebody that can do it. And he does a pretty good job. And then he has my helper that I've been training for quite some time. And
So he
so,
trained the right way?
huh?
Did he train the right way to do stuff?
Please. Please. I own this town, man. There's a reason why. Yeah. But no, we've been okay, man. And yeah. How about you guys? How was your guys' holiday?
Too long.
I know it was. I had a
Um,
2 4 day weekend. I haven't had that in a long time. I didn't know
Yeah.
what to do with myself.
So you gonna tell us about the meats you smoked? Because I know
Oh
you smoked
shoot.
meats if you had that
We
much time.
we only did my brother did a brisket. I didn't really do anything. It was raining. It was
it
like
was
really we
raining.
had some bad weather.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to sit out there. I mean, I have all my stuff is covered up anyways, but I don't want to sit there in the cold. Forget that. Sit inside. My wife bought me a Ninja espresso machine. Was testing that
Ooh.
out quite some time, so that
Ooh.
was pretty good. So I kept myself warm.
Nice.
Warm and wired up on coffee the whole
Yeah,
time.
for real. Yeah, binge watch. I don't know how many TV shows.
Are you
Nice.
finished with your testing with the state of California, or still?
I was never a classroom person, man. I hated class. I hated school, man.
Yeah.
I probably got another, after this, I got to jump into another class after this
Oh my God.
at 7. So, yeah. So,
Hmm.
yep.
So you
I
set any
got,
goals for the year, Adrian?
I just, I don't. Just hopefully it just, picks up.
Better than last year?
Yeah, last year was not too bad. Last year was good. I mean, we didn't have a terrible year, but it was a learning experience more than anything. So
Yeah.
trying, it's getting a lot easier, but because I got my brother with me. My brother, he does all the books and stuff like that. I don't understand none of that crap. He can handle it. Me, I'm more, technique guy. I know how to do basically everything in the business
Mhm.
that we do. So, he
So
does he does the windows though. He knows how to do windows. I taught him how to do that, so I don't have to deal with that. But as far as everything else, I'm pretty the man around here now about that stuff.
Mhm.
I've been trying to grow my commercial side of the business.
Nice.
So I am really focused on that. Like I said, I hired a shower door guy. He knows how to do commercial too. He's an all around guy, but his niche is shower doors. You could tell. Um, but I'm working on my commercial side, and hopefully, maybe I'll get a commercial guy in here and maybe doing all my installs too. So that
Sweet.
is that is my plan. So talking about the SEO stuff, yeah, I have what do you call it? What's her name? Elite Marketing.
Oh yeah, Lee.
Yeah, they ever since I hooked up with them, they helped me out a lot. I mean, I'm going to cities that I don't rarely go to. That I get calls from. Now I'm getting them, and they're only an hour away. They're not that far. They're like pretty good places. They have money, but they're still cheap. It's funny how that is.
Yeah, it's funny,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah,
That's how you accumulate money is by being cheap, you know.
they are cheap, man. They are cheap, and you go to these nice houses, man. Oh my God, dude. Give me a good price. Man, leave me alone. Man, they ask me for a discount or something. Oh, dude, I don't. I ignore them.
But
So
you're getting good results from working with Elite, huh?
yeah, Actually been really good. Actually dropped the ball a little bit with him. I haven't got him enough content yet. I've just been kind of trying to figure out this business first and doing other stuff. But yeah, I gotta get connect with them and we gotta you know tune up some stuff. But works really well.
Yeah,
And
there's
then and
definitely
then
some
I
things you
got
need to do in your account.
and then I got follow up too. That helps a lot too as well. So
Yeah.
that's another thing too. So yeah. So follow up is good for you know doing follow up.
Following up, yeah, it's true.
And also, getting those those Google reviews up too,
Mm.
because you can send them a link when you're done with the job, and 1 out of 10 people do it. They don't all do it, but 1 out of 10 is not bad. So
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if your competition isn't asking anybody for reviews, and you're the only
nah,
one who is. I mean,
yeah,
you're gonna end up getting them all.
yeah. I think I have over 100 and something. I think, and the next person in my town only have like 20 or something like
Yeah,
that.
there
Even
you
not
go.
even that many. So yeah, yep.
Good as gold.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Sup, Brian, man? How you doing?
Living
How's
the dream.
Canada? It's
Cold.
cold.
Well, it's warm now. I mean, we're
Is it
above
warm? Like
freezing.
warm, like you can walk out in your shorts and tank top warm?
No, no, we're just melting the snow a bit. We're getting your
Oh,
rain.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just rain. But I don't know.
Better
Getting
than
rid of the
snow.
snow for a bit.
Yeah.
That's all.
Do you enjoy like skiing or snowboarding, anything like that?
My kid does. Like every night after school, I got to drive him to the ski hill. So I did promise him this year I would go once with him. I just haven't done it yet. So at some point, I'm gonna pull him out of school for the day and we'll go a couple hours out to decent hill and go snowboarding for a day. I just haven't done it yet. So
And then we're gonna see you with all taped up and all in your cast and everything
yeah,
in your
exactly.
bed.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You know.
just before just before
Yeah.
Christmas, he took off to with his mom. He went up to Vermont. They went up to Jay Peak to go snowboarding. And 4 days before, he broke his wrist.
Oh no.
He still went though.
If I want to go visit snow, I go about an hour and a half up the hill a little bit. It's there. And
Yeah,
then I can only deal with it for about an hour and I'm coming back home. I can't do it.
yeah. We got months of this stuff. I can't stand it.
Nah.
You know snow ski, Adrian?
Mexicans don't snow ski, buddy.
Oh, that's right. There's no snow down there.
The only time we're going downhill is because San Diego's right there. That's about it.
Nice. Nice.
It's just so awful to work in too for months. It would even be okay if it was cold and dry, but like where we are, it's just damp and wet all the time. It's just
Yeah.
terrible to work in.
How about when it starts melting? Is that even worse?
Yeah, yeah, because like
Yeah.
nothing's dry.
It's
Like for
nasty,
commercial
huh?
stuff, like everything's wet. Like you can't
Yeah.
talk anything or foaming. It's just terrible. Yeah.
Or the gasket is all stiff and hard, and I hate that.
Yeah.
You gotta throw it on the floor in the freaking truck to warm up.
But just even just getting around, just driving around, or you're just miserable, or like even doing showers, it's in and out, or your glass is in the van, and by the time you bring it inside, it's all condensated when it hits the inside of the house, and you're waiting for it to, acclimatize and stuff.
I have open truck, so it's like that anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's
We
no
have
fun.
a squeegee in the back of the truck, and then we just squeegee it down right there underneath, covering, and then we just carry it in.
Yeah,
By the time we get to it and start, because once we lay our the guys lay out their dimensions, figure out what they're gonna drill at. By the time it's all dried up, already ready to go. So
yeah, because it's not like a huge temperature swing, right? But we could have
no,
like 50-degree temperature swings.
yeah, it's crazy when people turn on the heaters, though, man. I don't like heat. I am against the heater, man. But when I go, I mean, I love staying outside. If it's hot, I'll stay outside as much as I want. I'll go be the gopher. Hey, I'll go get it.
Yeah.
I go in the house and find the thermostat and turn it down.
I did that too. I even well, in the summer, I even pay the customers to turn on the air conditioner. I'll pay them like $20. Hey, $20 here, turn it on, and they'll do it.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But now I'm not gonna do it, so I don't worry about it. I don't care.
Yeah, it's not you now.
I got the guys doing it now.
Yep.
So it's nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Earlier this week? Yeah, on Monday I was out doing my doing a shower door installation. I'm doing my like semi quarterly shower door installation. And it was like that, man. It was like really, really nice home over here, and like, it was rainy that on Monday, and they had the heat blasting, man. They like people love their, I mean, they keep their houses like 80 degrees or something,
Oh.
It's just like too warm. But so I was doing this like 90 degree with a pony wall with a header because they wanted the door, hinging from the pony wall, whatever. And man, so it's upstairs. I've got my saw down in the garage. So it's like up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. It's just me. I didn't have any help or anything. I was just doing it by myself. I must have gone up and down the stairs like 50 times, man. Because like, I got it's headers right. There was this weird detail where they wanted the glass on the wall like right on the inside edge, and then the door and the side light like right in the middle of the curb, and so I had to kind of notch the header around the tile on that side. I've only got enough header to make the cuts right the first time. So you know how that is. It's like, oh man, you want to get that, you got to get that right, or else it sucks. It's another trip. So up and down and up and down, man. At the end of the day, it was like my legs started cramping up big time. Like the bottoms or like the bottoms of my thighs, right above my knees, man. They were like, actually, they still hurt today. I'm like, man, I'm like 60 years old now.
How old are you?
60.
Oh man, you're young.
Yeah, I know.
You're a young kid.
I know.
You're a young guy.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by GlassGadget.com. Showcase Innovations creates tools that help shower door installers be more efficient and save time. Check out GlassGadget.com for more information. Yeah. But yeah, it's fun to do one of the. If you don't really have to do them, they're pretty fun to do.
Yeah,
When you have to do them,
There's no pressure, right?
Yeah. It's just like this contractor. He's real super cool, and it's funny. It was like this is like the third shower I've done in this house. So like really nice people and cool contractor, and it's like they'll pay me whatever I ask them for, pretty much. So
Yeah.
it's worth.
Yeah, speaking of heat, you go in and do a curbless shower in the bathroom. I got my guy is trained now. He'll look for a thermostat on the wall to see if there's radiant heat in the floor.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
And then we'll ask, where's it at? Does it come into it?
Does it cross into the pan? Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that problem just 2 days ago.
Huh?
Had about a 90 by 109-inch steam shower, and beautiful, gigantic, fit like a glove, perfect. And then a couple hours later, I leave, and the contractor or the builder calls me. He's like, "Hey, I forgot to tell you there's heated floor." I'm like, "Okay, is it in the threshold?" He's like, "Yep." And I think you drilled through it. So anyway, long story short, next week I got to pull that monster out and I got to rip tile up. So yeah, I'm gonna start
Are
checking
you
on that.
serious?
Who's
Yeah,
paying for? Are they paying for it, or are you paying for it?
I'm not paying for a thing. He told me, he goes, "Don't
No,
worry, I'm not gonna try to back charge you." I said, "You never told me it was there, so I wouldn't expect you to back charge me. I'm actually gonna charge you to go uninstall it and reinstall it." So
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's a monster. I'm just like, it's like a
My guy, he'll go in
6 inch
there
by
and
109-inch door with two side lights, and oh
no, he'll go in there and he'll see a curbless shower, and he'll look on the wall for the thermostat, you know, and then we'll say to the contractor, well, how far
yeah.
to get in, you know,
Hmm.
and a lot of them will take pictures, you know.
So that's what he did. I was it was a couple hours later, and he sent me a picture of the of the heated floor, and he
Yeah,
goes, it said FML above it, and I was like, and I knew what that meant. I was like, oh my god, don't tell me there's that I drilled through that, and
yeah.
sure as shit.
We
It goes,
did
well,
one.
it
We
worked
went up to the
yesterday,
house.
and it doesn't work now, so I'm assuming
Well,
he
so
probably.
what are you gonna do? I mean, you got to drill in the same spot, so they're gonna move
So
it.
evidently, they're going to pop the tiles up that are in the threshold, and they're going to solder around it, around my original holes, and jump them to where I can still use those. Those holes. I don't know. It's going to be a shit show, but whatever.
And if you did know, you could use a shorter screw, you know, and hope that would help.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just never. And as I was telling him that, because he's talking about, don't worry, it's not your fault. I'm not going to back charge you. And I'm like, well, why is it going into the threshold of the shower anyways? It
Yeah,
Right.
extends almost all the way into the threshold.
yeah.
It
Right.
just doesn't make any sense.
And some of them go into the shower themselves. I mean,
I guess the homeowner doesn't want to step on floor,
especially
cold
if
floor at
it's
all.
Well, the
if it's
thing is, you
water.
don't step on the threshold anyway. You step over the threshold. I
Yeah.
mean, who steps on the threshold when they're going in and out of a shower?
Right, right. I
That
don't
is
know. It is curbless, so like Tim was saying. So, but I've never all the times that I've dealt with the heated floor, they've never extended it that far into the shower. And the
No.
builder said, finally when we were talking, he's like, it is my fault because he goes, I took a picture of it and I saw it that it extended into that shower enclosure, and I didn't catch it. I'm like, yeah, well, you didn't, and that's a big problem. And he
That's
learned something,
right.
and I learned to check. So
Yeah, we did a big enclosure and had heat in the floor, electric heat. And the original guy I figured the job for had, laid out, and then he got kicked off the job. Next guy came on, and he had somebody came in there and heat up the floor, and then he went with a infrared
Mm-hmm.
heat gun. And then it turns out whoever put it in, when you buy that wire, you're supposed to use all of it. You're not supposed to cut it off and reconnect it.
right,
So this guy did it, and whoever did it, he blew the whole system. It was shot. So we didn't have to worry about drilling through wires. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pre-broken before you got there.
And then 5 years later, he calls me up and he goes, I've got water coming down in my kitchen, Well, crap, So we go up and take out the glass, and it wasn't our fault. I mean, it's something the tile setter did,
Right. No, it's
We
never
put it
is.
back in, so that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, you have to really mess up installing glass to
Yeah.
to cause something like that. You can do it, but
Yeah.
usually it's the tile guy.
Has anyone on here tried using any of these shower door hinges that don't require fabrication in the glass? I got one of my suppliers that come to me and is trying pushing them this week.
Do what now?
They have a shower door hinge. It's glass. They have a glass to glass and glass to wall hinge.
Yeah.
It doesn't require a cutout in the glass.
I've seen that advertised.
Yeah.
What company is it?
Well, the company here in Canada is Link Hardware. I'm not sure where they're getting them from, but I'm sure it's offshore or something.
Mhm.
But it's a pressure fit hinge, and the weight capacity of these hinges in some of these configurations is the same or higher than an equivalent Pinnacle or Geneva hinge in the same configuration. And there's no cutout at all.
Are they side mount like a Geneva or something, or are they
Yeah,
top and bottom pivot?
yeah, side mount, not like a pivot hinge. It's a side mount, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Pinnacle, and then like a glass to glass, and then a glass to wall.
I see somebody advertising that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I just don't know if anyone's used them or not.
No.
Especially with like all the slippage issues that we've been having with the ones with cutouts.
Yeah.
I've been really leery about the idea of something that's just pressure fit, but it's kind of nice in the one sense that if you went to site and you had an issue where you have a grout line in the way or you had to do something last minute to move it half an inch or something, you could.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone's done
I
anything.
remember years ago, Cyril Lawrence was testing doing the what's one call it the gluing the hinges on. With
Oh
the
yeah, the UV glue.
The UV ones?
UV glue.
Yeah.
They were testing that at one time, but
That's spooky to me, man.
that never happened.
Yeah, I remember that. They were on there for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a scary thought. I mean, that stuff can't, I mean, it has the potential of being like super strong. And it's
When your
also
rear view
got the
mirror falls off your
potential of, like,
windshield, your shower door is going to fall off the windshield.
dude,
Yeah.
can't imagine. I mean, even like, I've tried, long ago, tried the gluing on handles or like a towel bar. Like someone after the fact's like, oh, I want to,
I've done that.
I want a
Yeah.
towel bar.
Yeah.
I haven't had very good luck with it. I mean, they're just they made the little fitting, right, that screws into the towel bar. It's made for
Yeah, for
UV
gluing. Yeah.
glue. Yeah, they've always failed.
But the only problem is you have to make sure your UV glue is new. It can't be sitting around for a long time because it goes bad.
Goes bad
Okay,
quick.
that's
It
good.
goes bad quick too.
Yeah.
The other thing that helps is heating up the glass before you do it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether like a heat gun or even a propane torch, just a little bit, just to get it warm on the surface before you do it. It'll cure a lot better.
All right.
I've done that glass knob that Cyril Lawrence has on shower doors, and it's still there. I mean,
Okay,
with
good.
UV, but that's glass to glass. So
Yeah, I've built a lot of display cases and stuff with pretty good success that way.
Yeah, yeah. With stuff like that, I've never had any problem, But it's just like something that like people grab all, or hang towels on. I mean,
Yeah.
gets a lot of use. But I didn't know those are, I didn't know that about heating up, and I also didn't know that it went bad really fast.
One of
So
my old places where we worked, they actually did a shower enclosure where they did fixed panel and a door, but they did the bottom half of the shower in like 3/8 bubbles and the top half in clear, and then mitered the glass, tempered it, but UV glued the top part of the clear to the bottom half of the bubbles on edge. UV
wow,
glued it.
uh,
So they made a door on an angle and just UV glued it and made it one solid piece. And then hung the door and hung the side panel like that.
wow,
Yeah. And this door was like a free swinging door and it was held on by UV glue.
that's neat.
Yeah.
Now that I mean that is like that doesn't scare me because that's a lot of surface area. I mean, because
Yeah,
like
the whole width.
one drop of that glue holds like 100 pounds, or something.
oh
Yeah.
So
yeah,
to glue the whole edge like that and glue two pieces together, I think you'd have no problem with that.
Aesthetically, it looked really neat because you had
Oh,
this whole pattern
yeah,
that went right through.
yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet it looked awesome. That's a great idea. What I think
Yeah.
of is like, what about Boeing? But I'm sure they figured that out. Like, you could clamp it down and get it together, and once the glue
Yeah.
sets up,
It was
it's
just done all in the shop right on the cutting table
yeah.
and
and they
fabbed
built
out. And
together.
yeah, it worked well. Yeah.
That's a killer idea, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, I love
Yeah.
it. Huh? Well, there's something you don't think about every day.
Yeah, I was just curious though if anyone's have used the hinges without the prep because it's kind of an appealing idea if it works.
It's gotta. I mean, it's gotta work. I mean, they have to have. Listen to me. They have to have checked it out to make sure it's safe, right?
Oh, of course.
God's sake.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, you're right, dude. That how convenient would that be? Just like just you wouldn't, just have a bunch of pieces of glass sitting around. Just go on,
I got another question.
throw them in there. All right.
So, has anybody ever done a shower door where it didn't quite fit and taken the door back and round down the hinges, the cutouts a little bit to move the hinges in?
I've done everything like
Yep.
that. Everything
Huh?
you can imagine like that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Have you done that?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Like
Like-
ground like the little mouse ears on the glass.
Out there,
Ground it out
and
a
then you
little
take and put
bit,
a little
or just
pin down.
ground the brass off the hinge a
Off the
little
hinge.
bit.
Well, we take and ground the mouse here flat, or
Uh-huh.
like cut out.
Yeah.
And then we'll take where the hinge is on the glass, we'll do a little notch on the edge of the glass so it'll move in. So the other day, my guy went just a little bit too far.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oof.
We're out there at this house and get it all hung, we're playing with it, and all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah. There's a limit.
Yeah.
It used to be that you would like you could send it back to the fabricator and they would
Yeah.
run it through the polisher a couple of
Yeah, yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Take a 16th off or something.
Yeah,
It was no big deal.
But
They
we
would
always
do
just
it.
we just take our Makita sander and adjust the hinges,
Yeah.
But he just went just a little bit too far on one. The guy goes,
Yeah,
"What
you-
happened?" Well, it's tempered glass, it can blow up anytime. I didn't tell him what we did. He says, "Well, I'll split the difference with you." So he paid for half the new one.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I hate it when that happens.
Keith was saying there's some sort of device that either he has it or he was looking into it about or getting it or something that it's almost like polarized glasses, but you can look or view the glass around the perimeter and it'll tell you how far the tempering went in and how
Yeah.
much of the edge you can see
Yeah.
and polish down. So you'll know if the tempering went an eighth to the edge or a quarter inch to the edge. It'll tell you how
Yeah.
much you can polish before you
Yeah.
you
I
expose
mean,
it.
half inch glass you can polish a lot.
Yeah.
3/8, but if you try a quarter inch that'll just blow up on you, So
Yeah, I think the rule of thumb is you can go half the thickness of the glass.
Yeah.
like,
But he was saying with this thing, like they've been able for again, this is so hearsay, but in some cases you can go the thickness if the tempering allowed it to in
Oh,
some
yeah.
spots. But it just didn't go that far out. in the
Right.
edge.
yeah.
That makes sense. I think probably with like you're saying, just like the polarized glasses.
Yeah.
If you could probably, if you look closely enough through those
Yeah.
glasses, you could probably see,
So then
the
we
edge.
So I have this Makita battery powered router that I
Yeah.
got about 20 some years ago. And I set that thing up and we just buzz out the holes and and make it work.
Those things turn like a lot of RPMs.
Well, when it was first made, it had the little short batteries that Makita originally came out with.
Oh
They-
yeah, the little 9 volt, like
The 9 volt.
yeah.
And then they came out with the bigger ones. So I just take the bigger one and shove it into it and I supercharge it. And I've had that thing for like 25 years, I think. Yeah,
So-
Makita quit making them.
So what kind of a bit would you put in there? Like a drum?
No,
Sanders?
we put a diamond
Oh, okay.
router bit. Get from CR1,
Okay.
stick it in there.
Oh yeah, CRL had a router kit at one point, didn't they? For
Well,
like
they-
doing
this it
Like,
wasn't Sarah Lawrence. It was a company down. Sarah Lawrence bought them out, and it was a
Was it
Makita.
Somer and Macca?
No, it was Sarah Lawrence, and so it was a Makita router, and the guy made a plastic base for it, and you put it on it so you could see what you're doing. And
but didn't they use it to like do outlets in mirrors and stuff?
huh?
They had a template guide to do like outlets and mirrors and
No,
stuff.
no, this was I think it was called Amazing Glazing was a company
Okay, yeah.
back in the day that made this thing, and then Makita, I mean Sarah Lawrence bought them out.
Cyril had all kinds of swanky little tools, man. I remember
yeah.
I got like this battery powered little skill saw for glass.
Oh yeah, I got one of those.
Remember that? It had a little
Well,
built-in.
it used to
The
be
4-inch
Spigot.
reel.
it used to be
Yeah.
Sarah Lawrence who buy so much, they would throw in a something.
Yeah, you get a free something if you like. There was like a list of things you could pick from. Spend $500, get one of these. Spend like $700, get one of those.
You get a stool, you get everything, you know.
Those days are over.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
kinds.
I still got the saw, but I've got to find a battery for it now. Yeah, it's probably dead. It got the diamond blade on it and everything, but
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Or I remember back in the day, like years ago, someone saying, "Oh yeah, you can cut glass with a saw," and we're all like, "There's no way."
yeah,
And like came in with a little skill saw and a diamond blade, and
yeah.
put a garden hose on the glass and
Yeah.
started
I've
cutting.
got a-
And we
I've
were
got
like,
a,
man, we were like, wow.
I've got a
Kidding
jigsaw.
me?
I've got a jigsaw that's set up with water and a diamond blade. You know, you can cut glass with.
Jigsaw, beautiful. Yeah.
Don't use it anymore, but
Don't have much call for one of those, but if you need one, it's good. to have
nowadays, fabricator does it all, you know.
it. Oh,
I got the diamond drill bit with the suction cups on it, and I haven't drilled a hole in probably 6 or 7 years now.
We use a lot of stuff like that when we're fabricating our mirrors. I think if we have pattern mirrors and stuff that we're doing, we usually cut them by hand, but we'll start and we'll have to use one of those saws. It's just like it's a real small saw, almost the size of one of our sanders that we have. That it's real small, little Makita, little diamond blade on it. We use that a lot to cut mirrors, little special notches and stuff.
Yeah, we used to use the tripod drill with the grit. You build a little dam with putty,
yeah.
put the grit in there and the brass bit,
Carborundum.
and drill through, you know. And then we went to the Sierra Lawrence came up with a new one and with the diamond bits on it and just go right through it.
Yep.
But that's sitting over on the shelf.
Yep. So many tools. So many tools.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to find a tripod drill somewhere.
Huh?
I'd love to try and find a tripod drill somewhere.
Right.
I've got one with all the bits.
You have a museum down there.
Uh-huh.
You have a museum down there.
Yeah, I do.
Dude, that's what you should do. It's just like when you decide to retire, just turn it into a museum.
I've got a Samaka twin belt polishing machine.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
You know, it was built in what, 1948, I think. You know, I use that. The only thing I use that for is to sharpen my chisel now.
Do you use it for like seaming edges?
Well, if I have to, I'll fire it up. But other than that, I got my Makita hand sander if I need to do anything. But
Yeah. Yeah, every time I move something around here, I'm constantly reorganizing everything. There's this like.
no, when I first started, we used that twin belt. You know,
all the time, huh?
all the time.
Yeah.
Polish and shell. I mean, everything.
Yep. Yeah, it used to be like everything. Everything was like you hand polish, or you had to know how to do everything. you know.
I had a porta cable sander, and it finally died on me. One of the original ones, a good one. It finally wore out the gear in it.
Oh yeah, good times, good times. What else? What are we missing here?
I was going to add to the talk about sanding down those hinge cutouts. Like we do that, I do that a lot. We've had to do it a lot. Like if we're trying to save the door, make it fit.
Yeah,
We'll do it so much so that like we've got to take the H back off of the hinge and bevel the hinge out, flare it out a little bit so that it can clear the glass. Because we'll have the door the glass about a 16th away from the edge of the tile. But if you don't bevel the hinge plate a little bit, it'll catch the hinge plate.
well,
So we have to do that, and we'll have to touch if it's
we come down and make a little notch right there.
yeah.
At the width of the hinge plate.
Yeah, you just do that standard as a standard cutout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm trying to remember.
Well, one of our competitors over here in Aloha shower doors, he does that. You know, he does he has it done that way. He has it done.
Well, I remember a supplier I used to get from. I can't remember who it was, but it was like Cardinal or WB. I can't remember who it was. I used to order, when I'd order glasses or doors fab, they would come like that. The little kind of
it comes down and right
little cut off.
the width of the hinge back sort of notched in a little bit, and everything's moved over. So he liked a tight fit, so that's why he did it.
Right. Brilliant. Because then
We just did that on this.
you can even grind like the back of your plate down, make it a little bit thinner.
Yeah, that's too much work. It's easier to do the glass stuff with them. Of course, we check it all here at the shop because if we need to do it, we'll do it here before we leave.
Right.
Make sure we have the right clearance we need.
Yeah. That doesn't account for like when somebody writes down like, 3/8 instead of 5/8 or something.
Well, I've never done that. or 13/16 instead of 3/16.
Oh, well, that.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Right on. Well, I think that's pretty good, for the first one of the year. I think we'll call it good. Thanks for showing up, you guys. I miss you when we're not here. I mean, not a lot, but a little bit I do.
Yeah.
Enough.
Have a great week, everyone, and we'll try again next Thursday.
Yeah. What's left of it?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.